Hi everybody, welcome to New to Magic. My name's Dan and I'm brand new to Magic the Gathering. It's been a month since I last uploaded a video, what with Christmas, New Year and yes, learning about Magic. I'm really enjoying the game. I've been playing with friends every Tuesday for the past couple of months and also been increasing my collection. As a new player, growing your collection comes with many options. As a beginner myself, I went and got a Deck Builder's Toolkit and a fat pack to get me started. You can see me opening these on my channel. So what's next? Well, I've decided to start buying booster packs. Booster packs are a good way to build a collection. However, there are other options. A lot of players go and buy single cards if they know the game already. If you're new to this is probably not something you want to do because you're having fun, like learning about the different cards. And so opening one of these can be a lot of fun. If you know exactly what you're after, buying single cards can be a good way to go about it. But there are advantages of buying booster packs. Now, booster packs typically cost around £3.50 on the high street. However, internet prices are usually better, starting at around £2.90 and getting slightly lower in price the more you buy at once. I do tend to get my booster packs from chaoscards.co.uk, as the more you buy, the more you save on the individual cost of the packs. But if you have a group of players who you meet and open packs with regularly, it's certainly in your interest to consider buying a booster box and splitting amongst your group. Depending on what booster box you go for, these can cost around £75 to £80, which results in an individual cost for each booster being around £2.8 or £2.22, around there. It's worth noting, if you have a local independently run card or comic store that you play at, then you should go and give them your custom. You may be paying a premium, but that premium is what gives you a place to play and socialise with other Magic players. Where I live, there isn't such a place, so I tend to buy my boosters online from specialist retailers rather than handing my money over to a chain bookstore. The main advantage of buying these booster packs is you can very often pull cards that are worth more than what you paid for the pack. Now, for example, a typical pack will cost you around £3.50 on the high street, like I said. I bought one pack on a whim recently, and I pulled this. Now, this is a Flooded Strand. Flooded Strands are fetch lands in Khans of Tarkir, and a single would typically cost you around £10 online at the moment. I've just checked. However, although there is intrinsic value attached to this card, it may not be one that you will ever use. If you just play casually, you might not ever play this card. However, if you do get into the game and decide to play tournaments, this could come in very handy long term. So yeah, really good card, really good rare apparently, and yeah, costs £10. So pretty good to pull. I was really excited to get that. So, but you might be wondering, you haven't maybe bought your first booster pack. What do you get in a booster pack? Well, as it says, you get 15 playable cards. You do sometimes get one more on top. What I have here is an example pack. This was the very first Khans of Tarkir booster pack that I opened from my fat pack. So I'm going to show you what you get in this. So here's a Tegan Scheming, Barrage of Boulders, Sage Eye Harrier, Disowned Ancestor, Woolly Loxodon, Alabaster Kieran, Abomination of Gudul, Mystic of the Hidden Way, Summit Prowler, and Rugged Highlands. Now that's 10 commons, and then you get your uncommons, which are noted by having the silver icon. So that's a Dazzling Ramparts, a Mardu Charm, and a Warden of the Eye. So you tend to get 3 uncommons, and then you have your rare, and our rare is Ivory Tusk Fortress. And then you usually get a land. Sometimes you get a foil behind your rare, and then you get a token. Sometimes it's an advertorial that's totally useless. However, tokens are kind of useful for the game. So yeah, this particular pack, I worked it out. I went onto the website and saw what kind of cost. In terms of value, that would be worth about £2.13. So it hasn't got its value back, although I did get this from a fat pack. So it didn't cost me £3.50. It was more like, you know, if you work it out, it's about £2.30. So you kind of get your value back. But the main point is you're getting playable cards. Now, I've used some of these cards. This one is in one of my decks, and it's a really useful card, and it is common. And what you do tend to find is some of the rares aren't that great. This particular rare isn't particularly amazing. It's all right, you know, it works in an Abzan deck, which is really good. However, these ones, like this one's fantastic. That's more playable. It's a flying creature. It's a morph card as well. So it has great abilities. This one has particularly good ability. It has Outlast. Outlast is a really great mechanic in the game if you get used to playing it. You can pump up your creatures and things like that, so that's really useful. Woolly Loxodon, again, a great morph. Alabaster Kieran's great because it has flying and vigilance. So yeah, these are some actually good cards. This is a good card as well. Mystic of Hidden Way can't be blocked, so really helpful. And obviously having dual lands is always helpful. So although your rare might not be fantastic, you will get a lot more value out of these cards. So yeah, that was a decent booster pack. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to open this booster pack and show you what's in here. So I'm now going to open this booster pack and see what we get. I love opening booster packs. It's a lot of fun. It's all part of the fun of playing Magic. I don't know if I'd ever buy singles. So anyway, so our first is a Blossoming Sand. So it's a dual land, which is great. That's a good start. Got a Molting Snakeskin. Oh, I'm so glad I've got another one of these. I use these in one of my decks, so that will come in handy. Arrow Storm is our next card. Arrow Storm deals 4 damage to target creature or player, so that's not a bad little card to have. Highland Game, I've got several of these. They're sometimes quite useful because when it dies you gain 2 life, and it's a low mana cost card, and it's 2/1, so it'll work. Sultai Banner works if you're playing Sultai. Canyon Lurkers is not the greatest card in the world. Mardu Horde Chief. Now these are useful. I will be playing this because it's really handy when I've got a warrior deck and it's Abzan. So when Mardu Horde Chief enters the battlefield, if you're attacked with a creature this turn, you put a 1/1 white warrior creature token onto the battlefield. Really useful, really cheap, and can block morphs because it's a 2/3. Lens of Clarity, meh. Whirlwind Adept, alright, it's hexproof. Siegecraft, it's an enchanted creature. It's an enchantment aura. Monastery Swift Spear is our first uncommon. She has haste and prowess. Not bad. Cranial Archive, meh, never use them. Warden of the Eye, well, I got one of those in my other pack, which is funny. And our rare is Clever Impersonator. You may have Clever Impersonator enter the battlefield as a copy of any non-land permanent on the battlefield. A good card. I've never got one, and I don't tend to play blue. However, I might do in the future, and this might come in handy. But yeah, not a bad card. I've got an island and a warrior token, so that warrior token will fit perfectly with my Mardu Horde Chief. So there you go. That's an okay pack, not too bad. So I've got a reasonable rare, couple of uncommons, and some actually really good playable commons. I'm more excited by the commons because they actually work with decks that I already have. So I'm going to have a look and see how they work. So yeah, there you go. That's booster packs. I'll be making some more videos about drafting and also show you what I've got in terms of my collection and how I sort my cards, because I'm particularly pernickety about that sort of thing. Anyway, thanks for watching New to Magic. My name's Dan. See you next time.
Any day